Howdy boys and girls, welcome to the Crusty Demons On Tour series. Seth and Bubba here, coming to you as guest hosts. We got the job of picking some crazy up and coming talent from around the world.
We'll be checking in throughout the show with crazy Crusty Demons front flipper, Jackson Strong, as well as teaming up with the guys from Unit who have some crazy action videos, featuring the likes of Young Gun, BMX star Jai Badley, and FMX Prodigy, Levi Sherwood.
Meet Jackson Strong, possibly one of the most talented and craziest kids that ever put a leg over a dirt bike. Hailing from Wagga Wagga in rural Australia, Jacko has fast made a name for himself as the first person to perfect the incredibly dangerous front flip on a dirt bike.
I'm 19 years old now. I've been riding since I can remember. We've always had old bikes and stuff around the farm. I grew up on a 20,000 acre property in regional New South Wales, Australia. So there's always going to be dirt bikes, old cars, anything to pretty much hurt yourself on. Growing up out here, my older brother used to ride bikes a lot, and same with my old man. When you're bored out here, there's not much else to do apart from ride a dirt bike, so it's got me to where I am now. Here's my compound in Lockhart, Australia. Let's check it out. Over here we've got the foam pit with a retractable roof to keep the foam nice. Matsu CK25 skid steer. It keeps the place groomed up, keeps all the jumps looking nice, and then pretty much here we're standing on the main landing that we always jump. We've got like a water sprinkler system that goes on at night. Got an asphalt run up, so to get rutted out, a couple of ramps there. And then there's just random little lips around the place as well. That one there's a hip where you can jump straight over. Up there's the shed with the bikes and my container that's full of all parts and stuff like that. Up here we've got Sawley in our newest purchase. That's our Sigma, Mitsubishi Sigma. It is a piece of crap, but we have been doing burnouts and T-boning each other in that thing in the Datsun for the last week while it's been wet. It's really wet here, as you can see.
Hey, next up on the Crusty Demons on Tour, we're gonna bring you down to Melbourne to check out a new 12-year-old BMX prodigy. He's pretty badass.
Paint, don't paint, the devil on the door. Cause they'll home cut, and there's a living room. And I said, alright, but that was 3 years ago. And we all say, funny things like late at night. And they say these trophy kids don't know just how to relate. Their spooky homes are custom made for this cozy romance. So don't paint, the devil on the door. Cause you're home cut, and there's a living room. And I said, alright, but that was 3 years ago. And we all say, funny things that late at night. Funny things that late at night.
I wasn't sure how far the whip would take me. It's something Mum and Dad said I would kind of have a niche in, and that'd be probably my signature thing. Coming into X Games last year was, I guess, a kind of shock to get an invitation. Going there was a big experience, and then obviously coming home with a silver medal my first year in it. It works off a fan base, kind of like a judging system. The most votes via text obviously wins. So I mean, coming up against Twitch and a bunch of all the other guys to get a silver medal was pretty good in my books. Which brings us to today. Obviously, I'm living out in California, which is every kid's dream. It's hard to take in at first, but now I'm out here doing what I love doing, and have the best people around me for what I do. So I guess 2010 was probably my biggest memory. So I guess this year I do have expectations. I do want to come home with a gold medal. It all just depends on if I can get the crowd behind me, and obviously if my whips are up to scratch, which I think they are. I've improved a lot since last year. So there's definitely an opportunity there to go well, and I guess we'll just have to wait and see. The flip. Pretty much been working on it since 2007, and I probably must say it's my weakest point. This year I've been working on them. I'd done a few the other week off a smaller gap, off about 45 foot. Future plans are definitely to work on them a lot more, to get the bigger gap, to get tricks upside down. It's a big letdown at the moment, but it's something that takes time, and I don't want to rush it. It is a pretty serious trick. I think, that's probably my biggest downfall with them, is just not having the confidence when I should. So far, I have been flipping, but just not a big enough gap.
Yeah, 6 or 7, he was riding the farm motorbike. He'd pull it up against a bit of wood or a stump or something and get up on it and away he'd go.
It was only when he was about 12 that he started doing jumps.
He'd set up some dirt jumps. They weren't all that high, they might have been 1 metre or 1.5 metres high, but he was hitting them in top gear and he's probably doing 70 to 80 feet at 100, you know, just flat out. And that was just scary to watch.
Crusty tour for me, you know, over the last 5 years, it's kind of been my life. I first started with the Crusty Demons on tour with them when I was 13 years old, travelling around the country, and all my friends were at school and I was going out and tearing it up through the towns of Australia on the regional East Coast Carnage tour, I think it was, and while the other guys went to the after parties, I'd sneak around and try to get in, and if they saw me, they'd obviously kick me out because I probably looked about 10, but we had some good times. When I did my first Crusty show, I was that scared, but after that, I kind of pulled it together, started coming easy. It fuels my fire when I ride in front of people. I started out riding 85cc, then I moved to the 250 and got the backflip down. X Games last year I was in freestyle and best trick, but I kind of blew it in freestyle. There's so much pressure on me. I was going to front flip in my run and just so much stuff to think about, and I ended up coming unstuck in my qualifying run and got knocked out for 2 minutes and hurt my shoulder, and then I wasn't allowed to go in best trick the next night, which I wasn't really up to it anyway because I kind of was still a bit dizzy. Over the last few years, I've made the move to the US. Freestyle in Australia is kind of, you know, the scene's not as big here. Over in America, they got X Games, they got kind of all the big competitions. So a couple of years ago, I thought I'd better get myself over there, and I kind of got on really well with the Metal Militia guys doing tours with them in Australia, and it was cool for them to help me out, get me over there, place to stay, place to ride, and just hook me up over there. So thanks to those guys, and I love it over there. I can see myself probably next year or the year after spending a lot more time there.
hand on his back. Oh, I thought he popped his shoulder out. Was he hammered off? No, yeah, well, we got some air. If I can't get up, I'm pretty bad.
I was like, man, I'm twice your age, but we're hanging out like good buddies, you know? So it doesn't act like a young kid. He's an old soul, and he's mature, and he's got his deal planned out, and he's going for it. So good job, Jacko. Jackson Strong has spent his whole life working hard and pushing the limits on a motocross bike. His latest and most dangerous quest to date is the incredible front flip, a trick that nobody has ever mastered consistently, and many people have ended up in the hospital trying.
Had a little get off on a front flip, all good though. Took a handlebar to the stomach and went over the bars, and I sort of rolled down the landing. So close to landing. Next week, hopefully in Darwin, I can pull it off. You know, I was just super close and really bummed that I crashed, but I'm just gonna have a few beers with the boys and think about how sweet it is to be alive. Learning the front flip was probably one of the hardest and most painful things I've ever done in my life. It's taken lots of dedication. I'd be a girl, you know, if I didn't have a go to dirt, and I went out there and tried and under-rotated and lacerated my liver, and that put me out for like a couple of weeks, and then I was back on there. Crusty tour started going ramp to ramp there, which was twice as scary, you know, not so much fun and just rubber on the ground, you know. You're like, well, I hope this pulls off or I'm going to be fairly sore. My career in freestyle motocross has, I guess I'm one of the young guys out there, and it's kind of taken off in the last year. You know, I've been working really hard and working hard towards the front flip, which has been a big landmark in my career. I think it was good. One of the highest points in my career was about, I think it's a little over a year now, at Cairns in Australia when I landed my first front flip.
The averages have it, you know, I fucked up the last three, so averages say this one should pull it together, you know. I've been close, so okay. Let's just hope for the best and just want to get this one out of the way and start riding these things away.
You heard it. He's going to pull it tonight. All right, then.
G'day mate, and welcome to a very special episode of Crusty Demons on Tour. This time around we'll be showing some love to our Australian fans and taking you down under. First up, we'll be looking at the one and only Kane Saul. Now at 24 years of age, Kane Saul's freestyle motocross career has come full circle.
Been riding for about 12 years now. I originally got into it. Mum come home from work one day and she said a professional motocross racer was moving in next door. I was like, oh yeah, cool. Never heard of him, didn't really know what a motorbike was, and he ended up being John O'Porter, which is, he's passed away now. So, but he got me into riding and just started off in the bush, cruising around, and which ended up turning into racing, and which now I'm doing freestyle, so having a lot of fun doing that.
In 2003, he became the second person in Australia to backflip a motorcycle at the same time as setting a world record for being the youngest ever to do so. However, soon after Kane mastered the flip, he suffered a massive crash, which resulted in life-threatening injury and a severely broken leg.
Turns out I only did half a flip and the bike landed on top of me and the foot peg went through my helmet.
Kane was out of action for over 12 months, and when he was finally able to ride again, Kane decided to focus his freestyle attention towards mini bikes.
After that big crash in 2002 and then losing my best mate, Johnny Porter, from dirt bikes, I thought I didn't really want to ride them anymore and I didn't want to let my family lose another child, so I just sort of relaxed and kicked back and had a mini bike just for fun and cruise around on that. Ended up getting pretty damn good on the things, which I don't like to tell too many people about these days. I could still get a bit of shit about it.
For the following 4 years, Kane built a reputation as the best mini bike rider in the world, grabbing the attention of the Crusty Demon crew and a legion of fans. At the beginning of 2008, Kane Saul decided to confront his demons and have his first ride back on a full-size motocross bike. He was hooked, and in just 10 months, not only had he learnt to backflip a full-size bike again, but also mastered some of the biggest tricks in the world. Today, Kane is an internationally recognised FMX rider, travelling the world and performing on the infamous Crusty Demon tour.
We are going to take you over the ditch now to the deep south of New Zealand, home to the Unit Farm Jam. The Frew brothers have worked hard to create one of the most incredible and unique action sports events on the planet, all in their own backyard. And thanks to Unit, the rest of the world can get a front row seat to the action.
History of the Frew farm it goes back a fair way. My father's the 5th generation Southland farmer, so naturally I'm the 6th. It's now 2,200 acres, sheep and beef cows, very rolling green country. We're in the gorge luckily, so we've got the river and the native bush and all the rolling hills.
It's my second time here, first time was so much fun, and it's just real mellow. Everyone just comes here to have a good ride and hang out with the boys, so after last year I definitely couldn't turn down the opportunity to come again, so I think as long as it's here I'll be here with it.
The Frew boys, it's a great thing that they're doing here, just the work on the course, they build the freestyle area themselves, and also probably 10 times more work goes into the BMX sections and the mountain bike stuff, so that's a massive amount of work that those boys put in there, and also just to have the event on their place and invite all us, and everyone's camping in the house and pretty much taking over the place, and everyone's got crap everywhere, so it's pretty cool that they let everyone just come here and crash and just have a good time at their place.
I couldn't get much
Coming up next, Kane Saul takes us to one of his favorite riding compounds in all of Australia. Matt Shuey Shoebrings' private compound at his house out in Boona.
Macca, hurry up, we're gonna miss the flight.
Shit, mate.
Buckle up, boys.
Here we go, hit the road once again with a van full of drunken men pumping gems at the packed-in show. Yeah, the cat sings soul. I'm fly, but not a gnat. I'm the rap king Cole. Train on the track in that fast caboose, and all they hear is as we're passing through from the north to the south with a bag of brew.
Well, it's clear. I'm just killing it that much. I got too many trophies for myself, and it broken up.
Yeah, it's buckle.
Yeah, too heavy, mate. That just snap.
I'm part of the Air Force.
Out at Shuey's dirt farm right here. Said Bilko rock up, say what's up. Right now we're looking around Shuey's little shed here with his bikes, trophies, all the gear. Yeah. And we're actually about to go rip it out on the farm.
This is how you do it out back, mate.
On tour, and away we go. Around the world as it twirls and it plays a show. On tour, state to state we flow. Your home's my home anywhere we roam. There's one for the sun, two for the classics.
Mate, this is how you live life. This is how you do it straight up and proper. We do what we do and we get on stage and we have fun. But my Christ, mate, this is just jump on. This is these boys' stage. This is their stage, mate.
That was rad, dude. Ladies and gentlemen, listen up to TV, man. Bilko, Shuey, representing at the dirt farm, moving
off like a rocket when my people back me. The cops can't stop it. So leave it or love it, we did it again. We paint the town red with the flick of the pen. We just go and go. Can y'all beat the picture? Flow in the snow from Falls Creek to Whistler. And no sleep till the show is over. Then we jump right back on the roller coaster. It's like check out, check in, take off, touchdown, bump in, sound check, rip crowds, bump out, score weed, stage dive, swim in the audience, and so on. The cycle spins like my combi rims. And away we go. Around the world as it twirls in a blaze of show. On tour, state to state we flow. Your home is my home anywhere we roam. On tour, and away we go. Around the world as it twirls in a blaze of show. On tour, state to state we flow. Your home is my home anywhere we roam. Swing low,
Front, back, side, side, side. You're very good.
Yeah. But we got to show the boys that we actually do have medium-sized balls. So we're I'm gonna jump in a lake or a puddle.
I had to come back for you and the rest of my crew. On tour, and away we go. Around the world as it twirls in a blaze of show. On tour, state to state we flow. Your home is my home anywhere we roam. On tour, and away we go. Around the world as it twirls in a blaze of show. On tour, state to state we flow. Your home is my home anywhere we roam. Holiday Inn. And the show sold out, then brother, no doubt we will let you sneaking in.
The dog got fucking dozer. This is what you do when you don't have control over the dog.
I think it's time we get back to my boy Kane Saul. Lives on the Gold Coast, talks to a lot of chicks. Good-looking kid, rides freestyle motocross, pretty much lives the dream. Sometimes dreams turn into a nightmare. How's this for a nightmare? Backflip on a Harley Davidson? No one in the world has ever done it. And why is it dangerous? I don't think I need to explain. 257 kilos, that's over 500 pounds. You get that thing upside down, that's a lot of energy. And if you don't land right, it's gonna smash you into oblivion. Kane Saul stepped up, did it, world record. No one else to this day has ever done it before. That's what makes him such a special rider.
Are you guys ready for Kane Saul?
Harley flip's definitely a gnarly thing. The bike weighs, the XR 1200 weighs about 270 kilos. Just sitting on it, it's like, the thing is crazy. The whole power thing's different. It's mainly all torque. It doesn't have the snap like a normal dirt bike would, and just the thought of getting that upside down every time just scares the shit out of me. It's I definitely don't have it down perfect. It's sort of, I've landed most of them. I think I've crashed 2 of them. I've spent 6 hours in the hospital getting my back x-rayed. Thought it was broken, but definitely don't have it down, and it's just sort of, you know, hope for the best, and it usually comes around, which is a good thing. First time I flipped the Harley, that was pretty much a rush job. Gavin Walker had a bike set up for a while to Harley Davidson to flip, and he couldn't find anyone to do it. And I sort of found out about it and put my hand up for it, because no one's done it in the world, and it would have been the world's first. So I was like, yeah, sure, I'll definitely put my hand up for that. We thought we'd have a while to do it, and then we seen on YouTube that Chuck Carruthers was claiming he was going to backflip a Harley Davidson that weekend. So, you know, we weren't going to let someone like Gav put all this work into it and then someone else go and beat us to do it. There's no awards for second person to do it. So I was on my way home from riding on a Thursday, Harvey. Gav called me up. He's like, you need to get down to Melbourne. We got to flip this thing by Saturday. So then it was just like rush. Flew down Friday. Probably did about 6 into the pit. The first one was scary as hell. No one's done it before. We didn't know what to do. We didn't know how it was going to be, if it was going to be able to be done. So first one was sweet, and then I did 6 that day, perfect. Next day we went out, did another 6 clean ones into the pit, pushed the ramp over and did it to dirt perfectly. It was like 42 foot off a super kicker, and it was probably the cleanest one I've done to this day.
Next time on Crusty Demons, on tour, we're going to be joined by BMX Pro, Dew Tour champ, Red Bull Elevation champ, and all-around BMX dirt jump killer Cam White, who will be taking you on a journey through the wild world of BMX.